I'm gonna be honest, I don't know how long this video is gonna be. I'm just gonna bellow out my frustrations in regards to TikTok journalism and people not caring about mental health only because they seek entertainment and validation in the stupid things that they say. Need I draw your attention back to Trey Reed, young man no longer on this earth, and as the days have gone by since his unfortunate time running out, it has been blatantly obvious that people who claim to care do not care in regards to mental health, because instead of talking about how in one moment somebody could look fine, but in another they could just ultimately decide that they're done with living on this earth, you have people dedicated to just making up a story about white people celebrating how much they're white at a university by killing a black guy. What's their source? Thin fucking air. And as time has gone on, we've come to find out that all the people who were dedicated into saying that I've got information from the family, I got secondhand information from the mother, I have sources within the family who have shown me the autopsy, who've shown me information about the autopsy, missing organs, broken bones, missing penis, all of it was a lie, and none of them have had the balls to get back on their same platforms and admit that they were lying. But since the current trend is nobody cares about a black person dying, let's see what happens when a white person dies, because this is Linda Brown, a woman who, unfortunately, is no longer on this earth after being missing for a few days. Yesterday on Monday, they found her body in the lake.
In a heartbreaking update, the family of Linda Brown is now confirming she has been found dead. Let's go to Leslie Moreno to get the latest on this case. Leslie?
Hey guys, good evening. Yeah, certainly not the outcome we were hoping for. Family says Linda's body was recovered from the water not too long ago. Let's give you a closer look at the scene here. This is on 31st and Harbor, where you can see crews have been stationed out here for a few hours right now. Part of that area there has been closed off, and crews are focusing on that docking area there. A lot of police activity right now. 53-year-old Linda Brown was reported missing on January 3rd. Police say she was last seen in her Bronzeville neighborhood. Volunteers and family members spent all weekend canvassing the lakefront along 31st Street Beach and Burnham Park after surveillance footage showed Linda walking towards a pedestrian bridge over the expressway shortly before disappearing, which is not too far from where crews are right now. Linda was a special education teacher at Healy Elementary. She was, according to family, on a mental health leave prior to her disappearance. Again, certainly not the outcome we were hoping for. We are in close contact with Linda's family. Our thoughts and our prayers are, of course, with all of Linda's family.
And as it was going on that this woman was missing at the time, somebody came out and wanted the world to care about this person. And it was her.
I'm broke down. I don't know what to do. I did everything. I'm talking to people. We got people on it. We got people searching for it. I'm out of options. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do, but just wait. Just wait and I guess get a good call. I'm hoping I can get a good call that we found her and she's safe. If you watching this, please come home. Your family is missing you. I'm missing you. Your friends are missing you. Linda, we need you to come home, baby. Seriously. We need you to come home.
And you know, you could sit there and look at a man frustrated, confused, a little scared that his soulmate, his wife, his lover no longer is within reach and is concerned about where she might be. But on TikTok, he did it. According to TikTokers, he's the one who murdered his wife. He hid the body. He knows everything. He knows what happened to the woman. But why? Oh, because I got it all figured out up here. If I just say it in front of my phone camera, it'll be true, because apparently we want to tie in a guy like Chris Watts, who is a fucking psycho and a sicko and deserves to be in hell, and say, because that happened over there, it means this happened over here.
I'm just shaking, man. I just need my wife home, man. Seriously. I need my wife home.
Her husband standing with her family tonight, reaching out in hopes that somebody has seen her.
Is the shaking in the room with us? Did y'all see the shaking? I'm not saying that this man did it, but he said his wife was missing on the way to an acupuncture appointment. Now, he said they had a quiet night together at home watching a movie before she went to bed early. And she went to bed early. He woke up at 8:45 a.m. and she was gone. Now, remember that. He woke up, she was gone. He didn't see her leave.
She had a phone, she had a purse, and credit cards. But
We don't know where she is. Brown was on her way to Wicker Park, where she had a long-standing appointment with an acupuncturist. She never arrived. Linda Brown was last seen wearing a long, puffy black coat and shiny Ugg-style boots.
Now, I'm not a detective, but how we know what she was wearing? If he woke up at 8:45 and she was gone, how we know what she was wearing? How we know what she had with her? Yeah, I'm not saying that this man did it. I'm not saying. But, and again, if she has her phone with her, and he said the phone is still ringing, can they just ping the phone to see where she is? Get a general vicinity of where the phone is ringing at and whatnot, you know what I mean? And he was the last person to see her. And unless she went to bed with her shiny Ugg-style boots on, I seem to remember a guy a long time ago that was pleading for help finding his missing wife, and he don't know where she is, right? Just can't think of that guy's name.
$10,000 right now. The husband of that lady that went missing in Chicago, he killed her. I'm telling you right now, and I'm calling it right now, $10,000, okay? Like, the way that he was just talking about it, he was like, if you're watching this, come home. Like, I know for a fact that man did something to her. Like, you cannot convince me otherwise. And everybody else on this internet is saying the same thing. Like, they're like, there's no way that this man is not guilty. But you know what? Maybe I'm wrong, because everybody, deals with things differently. Like, sometimes we get a little nervous and we're like, oh shit, like, I don't know what to do. Because, like, for me, I feel like I would be nervous. Not nervous, but like worried. Like, I wouldn't know what to do, okay? But there's something about that man that's off. And his story is just like what? This damn acupuncture appointment. Like, you can't convince me that he didn't do something to her. Like,
Linda Brown's husband stated that he didn't see her when he woke up at 8 a.m. Then he also says everything that she had on that day. He goes on to say how terrified he is, and he's shaking, and all of the things. Is the terror in the room with us? I mean, are you shaking in lowercase?
No, y'all. So can we talk about this Linda Brown case? Did y'all see the husband? Let's talk about the husband. If you know, you know. But no, for real. I honestly think we all know the husband did it. Okay? Clear as day. Linda Brown, I do feel she will be found. I'm just waiting on Nancy Grace to do her commentary on this, because we all know when Big Dog Nancy, when Auntie Nancy stepped to the scene, she ain't playing. I tell you, I need one of them people that read body languages for a living to dissect his entire behavior. Because y'all know what it reminded me of? And I'm going to say it so eerily, because it really did. It was so eerie. The way that we all know Chris Watts, and we all know what he did to BB and Cece, his children, and his doggone wife, okay? The same reaction. The way he was up there hooping and hugging, oh, please come home, BB and Cece, all that mess. And to find out that he did what he did, okay? So I don't put nothing past these spouses, husbands, wives. It don't matter. So I think the husband did it, okay? Because apparently the husband found her car. That makes sense. Surprise, surprise. Like, I just need Nancy Grace to give her commentary on this, because she gonna say we all thinking out loud, you know, because we all think he did it. Like, when it comes to these true crime cases, man, let me tell you something. Watching the ID channel, watching Dateline, watching Nancy Grace give her commentary ever since I was little, watching Law & Order, watching Law & Order SVU, watching any crime show, Two Man. Everybody has a inner detective. Okay, so when I tell you, there's ways we could read through the BS. And it's the husband. The husband did. I don't care. I would bet my last dollar. The husband did. He just playing stupid. Have him take a lie detector test.
I'm proud of us. We've really come a long ways as a society, because now we can tell when a husband pleads for help for their missing wife that he did it. He did it. He did it. So ain't no way I go missing, and this is the only photo the person who's supposed to love me the most has of me. You don't got one photo in that camera roll, sir, that's not grainy as shit, where we can actually see her facial features. Thank goodness, I think a friend had a better picture that they're starting to release now, but this is what he immediately released for the public. He did it. He did it. We're on your ass, bro. We're on your ass. And of course, there's our favorite telltale sign where he comes out there and gives the performance of a lifetime, crying with no tears, covering his face, very childlike. It's so obvious. Anyways, if you're in the Chicago area and you saw anything weird, of course, report to the authorities. Don't be that person that comes up 10 years later in a documentary saying, like, I just never thought to report it, but it was pretty weird. Like, you know, let's make some phone calls. Let's find this woman.
And let's just make it very clear. It's fine to speculate about what could happen to somebody in ongoing investigations. I got zero problem with people saying, this doesn't seem right. This don't really line up, and I don't really like how you're responding. It's perfectly fine to speculate internally. But the minute you start broadcasting that as this guy did it because I feel as though he did it, congratulations, you sound like a fucking moron who could invalidate an actual crime of somebody potentially being kidnapped, murdered, hidden somewhere, and you just want to point your finger at somebody because you bored in life. And as we circled to Monday, and we found out that over time throughout the weekend that there was video recordings of Linda Brown getting out of her car and walking towards the direction of the lake, the stories started to fall apart. All of this, oh, he killed her and he hid the body, it fell apart with video evidence that verifies she drove out there and she walked away from her car and she never came back. And you would think at that moment, these people would say, ooh, maybe, just maybe, I did wrong here, just randomly accusing a guy for no reason other than I just want to play a comparison game because I spend all my time masturbating to true crime every single day. No, maybe I was in the wrong for sitting here thinking that it would be a good idea to do that. Maybe I was in the wrong.
Truly sorry. I want to take this opportunity, sir, to apologize to you for the videos that I created. I drew conclusions based on a short video that I saw of you when you came asking the public to help you find your wife. And without any evidence, I drew conclusions. In case you haven't heard, Linda Brown, the special ed teacher missing from Chicago, there's an update. There's video footage that shows Linda coming out of her vehicle at 3 o'clock in the morning near a bridge in Chicago. But the video doesn't show her coming back to her vehicle, which means when he woke up Saturday morning, she was already gone, just like he said. He woke up and she was already gone. And I'm sure he said she took her credit cards, she took this, she took that, because obviously if her purse was not there, she took everything with her. Because a lot of people were saying, well, how do you know she took this, that, and the other? Well, that's probably because those items were missing. She took her wallet, she took her purse, she took her cell phone.
Nope. They're sitting there still because their gut instinct holds strong, saying he knows something about it. And when they found her body and the realization started to kick in that this is probably a woman who, in front of a lot of people, probably had a smile, probably was cheery, probably was just nothing but good vibes, but one day just said, I'm sick of this, and took her life. Nah, nobody wants to bring it up still because they're still sitting there trying to goalpost it and making sure that you all should consider the husband. Just because they found her body don't mean nothing. Just because this, just because that.
Okay. Oops. Are we apologizing? I don't know. They were saying it's not the husband. But you gotta admit he was looking kind of sus. When he said he was shaking, but he wasn't really shaking. And also the way he was talking, it just did not convince me. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
So let me go on and get this out the way right now. Ain't no need for y'all to come tell me nothing but giving Anton Brown an apology and all kind of stuff. Cause they saw Linda crossing the bridge on the camera or whatever, or they saw someone who they thought might have been Linda getting out of her car and crossing the bridge and headed towards the lake. That was the last time they saw her, on the footage. But no, I'm not apologizing to him and nobody else until Linda come home. So let me go ahead and tell y'all something right now. Y'all better stay the hell out of my comments. You hear me? Yeah, I know they found Linda Brown in the damn pond, but I still ain't apologizing to Antoine, and ain't until the autopsy come back. I am not apologizing. I don't care what y'all get in my comments and say. I'm not apologizing.
So it was a psychic who she did a reading on the lady in Chicago. Well, let me get her name first. Her name is Linda Brown. Out of respect, that's why I want to say her name. May she rest in peace. They found her in the lake. And yeah, the lady, she did a reading on this, and she said they will find her either this weekend or Monday. Monday is the last day they will find, and they found her. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't believe in that, but she did her card readings, and her card readings was correct. That whole situation is sad. I'm wondering if it's more to it, because it's just like her leaving out, walking at 3 a.m. and then that happening. Like, is it more to it? Is there more to investigate? Is more going to come out, or is that just it? It was a woman who was a family member allegedly said that she was depressed, and I don't know, like, is that the end of it, or is it more to it?
And I'm just sitting here reminded of Trey Reed, because throughout all of that time, in the months of him being dead, these idiots just moved on, just ran away from all of the stupid shit they said and never addressed it, never admitted that they just made that shit up, and just moved to the next topic, started selling TikTok merch. And I fear that's what's about to happen again. A woman who went missing, and there was panic amongst her family because, oh, shocker, they care about their family member and they're worried about where they might be, and now they find her dead. Of course, they're going to be in panic, and the whole time you have people who have no connections to anyone involved seeing the story and just interpreting it as, oh, well, I think the husband did it, because he's not giving the proper response of somebody who has lost their wife and their wife has gone missing. He hasn't adequately put on a performance that would make me want to believe in him as someone worried. He put on a performance that makes me believe he killed her and he's trying his best to hide it. What's the source? A stat? Something? You got something for me? No, just your fucking intuition of true crime podcasts who also get shit wrong too? Damn, that's just a little fucking crazy to me. And what irks me so much, because you might think that I'm too animated about this and I should consider other factors in it. What bothers me about this is that in the span of a few months, I have now had to deal with 2 examples of people who have potentially taken their own lives, and the conversation should be about mental health and how 1 minute somebody could look fine, but mentally, emotionally, up here, all of it, they're not, and they decide the best option is to check themselves out. Instead of that conversation and how important that conversation is, motherfuckers just want to have somebody to blame. Motherfuckers want to have a ghost that they could chase all fucking day. Well, this ain't Scooby-Doo, and you bitches are too fucking ugly to be Velma. At some point, the conversation needs to be about mental health. I see this bullshit every so often when somebody of status takes their life, and everybody wants to talk about check on your friends, check on your family, check on that quiet person you don't hear from too much, check on that person who's always smiling. They might need. But when the time comes for everybody to put pen to paper, it don't fucking happen. It's a witch hunt, all under the basis of I'm bored and I got nothing better to do. So congratulations on proving yet again mental health don't really mean too fucking much. It's more about the substance of entertaining your boring ass fucking life and making sure that you feel validated in, I guess, seeing the larger apparatus of how you want to perceive everything to be a goddamn television show. And I'm sorry that in light of finding out that you can't get your mystical fantasy telenovela true crime documentary, you have to admit to yourself that you're a piece of shit that just wanted to blame a guy, a grieving husband, for nothing other than your own boredom. You dedicated time to ignoring grief, to satiating that thirst and hunger for entertainment. You looked at a situation of a woman no longer being on the earth, and you pretended to care, all because you saw a guy not giving you adequate tears enough to make it seem like he wouldn't be a prime suspect. And I understand that for the cops, they have to look into potential close ties and making sure that they dot their I's and cross their T's. That's the cops. You motherfuckers are not law enforcement. You're not investigators. You're dumb motherfuckers trying your best to make it seem like you've got it all figured out on a whim. And you failed. And I'm gonna wrap this up like this. May Linda Brown rest in absolute peace. I'm sorry that if the circumstances were not in your favor, you thought it'd be best that you should just end your life. It is unfortunate that in the time that you spent on this earth, things didn't go in your favor and you thought that would be the best option. To anyone who is watching this and you down on your luck financially, physically, emotionally, in your heart, you're not getting all of the things that you want in this world. You seeing other people, whether it be family, friends, or strangers via social media, getting the things that you want, and you feel as though you've lost in life, whether you're a teenager, in your early 20s, late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, don't matter. You have value in this world. You have value on this earth. You have value to people. You matter in this world. And I'm sorry that they got motherfuckers in the moment, if you were to take your life, that would turn your tragedy and what you go through into a spectacle for themselves while they fail to gratify themselves with their own misshapen clitoris. You matter in this world, and no matter what that goes on, you deserve to be here and try your best to make life what you want it to be. And for you motherfuckers that dedicated time to invalidating mental health because you want to live in some fan fiction, fuck you and fuck what you live for, because you are a piece of shit and you do not care about people's mental health. Oh, but you tried your hardest and you failed. And if you ain't got the balls to admit it, then you're just a worthless piece of shit. To everybody else, subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Mwah. Goodbye.